Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Do Sue. I've come back on today to do episode 15 of the altered book, which is in the Bohemian / Romany Gypsy style. And I decided to tie it round with this lovely lace. Not sure that this lace will be used for tying around the cover eventually when we do the cover. I just wanted to stabilize the book a bit because it was kind of leaning that way, and I think it worked, you know. So let's undo it and see what we're doing today. So welcome any new subscribers, welcome back any returning subscribers. We are right up here. Last time we did these 2 pages here and covered these side tucks and made a little extra tuck there. So today we've got this page, this one here, and then if we have time, this one. Now we're getting very much to the end, so I think it's going to be another possible 1 or 2 episodes after today before we can then go back in and put ephemera in and decorate the pages and everything. So I decided for these 2 pages, I've made a decision about what I want to use. Yes, I've kind of worked out what to put on these pages just to make it a bit quicker. And then the next episode, I'm going to try and cover more pages than I have done in the past. So let's get started. So I'm just using Arthur's paperweight he made me when he was a little toddler, and I fancy this lovely lady here. To go on here. I'm going to sort of do a panel behind her with some lovely piece of Janeyb's lovely background paper from her Bohemian kit. So let's get this cut out. So we'll put this book over here like so, and let's get her torn out. Gosh, this book has it's just taking so long. I have gone through my ephemera box, so already made things that I've made in the past, and I have picked out some pieces of ephemera that I've already made, some nice tags and things and that sort of thing. So that's going to help with some of the adding ephemera to pages section. So I just want to measure this here. Okay, so I suppose the best thing is for me to take the white off first before I do that. Yeah, so this has been the a much bigger undertaking than I ever imagined, to be quite honest. So oops, that slipped. It's going to be difficult now. I have to just snip that off like so. Okay. think, you know, it depends on the copy paper it's on as to how well it rips, because sometimes it tears really nicely with the ruler and sometimes it doesn't. And I think I've probably printed these all out on slightly different copy papers, because we've kind of oh, I won't do that actually. What am I doing? Yeah, so I've had a few different copy papers trying. Not really found one I like actually. Okay, so I think we don't want it right into the centre as usual. So I'm just going to get a pencil and kind of mark it there and there, because I don't want it edge to edge. Let's see how we manage to do this. To find my pieces of mark. That's the hardest part. And I clearly saw the other mark before I tore that. Have I torn off? No, I haven't torn the piece that had the mark on it. So where art thou? There, just spotted it. Okay, so let's make sure that's straight. Not quite. Okay. So I've got a line there and it's going to be there. Okay. Right. I hope that this fits. It's getting more and more awkward now to manipulate too, this book. So let's just check where we are with this. Yeah, that looks okay. I may just take a slither off top or bottom just to give a little bit more room around the edge, around the page. Not too much. Oh. Okay, let's now ink around this. Okay, and we will use this glue stick, which I'm really pressing hard on to get it to really cover the page. It's one of those, it's quite a firm glue for a glue stick, and you kind of have to really press it to actually get it to not melt, but you know, start making a difference to what you're trying to glue. Right, here's the book. Okay, I'm going to have to stand up for this now. So about there. I didn't go around the edges with art glitter this time. I will just go around the edges at the end, I think. Stick down any bits that don't need sticking. Okay, that's pretty. Don't normally go for pink, but I like it because it's almost a swirl of all sorts. Okay, so we've got our lady. We want to put her on there. Okay, so let's turn that over and I think I will put some art glitter around this one, as it's going to be in the middle. So we're just going to do a thin kind of bead. Not very straight, I'm afraid, because I don't do straight. Straight cutting, straight gluing. Oh, right. Now, I've got to get her. Where I want her. Okay, right. Oh, very much like that. And I know there's the photographer's mark here, but I don't think that matters too much. And we've got room to put a pocket or something down here. Okay. Right. Let's put the glue book there. So now we're on to this page. So for this one, I rather liked this lady. Now, actually, I'm going to go for plain, I think, on that one. So I'm going to go for plain. And it will be something called, and this is another sheet from the Janeyb Bohemian kit. So we could have actually this in the background, I think. So again, I'm going to take the edges off. I hope you can see, because I'm still standing up. Okay. I'm making a hash of this today. Strange how, and I'm knocking everything over, how some days it's good. I'm knocking the glues over. Right, I'm going to just sit down and hope you can see me still. Right, let's just take a little bit more of this edge. I think that's going to make it a bit easier. So, well, now I've torn it completely. That wasn't very clever, was it? This is where I could do with it a bigger guillotine, so that I can actually guillotine the sides down on an A4 piece of paper. Okay, Okay, I think we might as well just, let's just measure how much we need. Yes, I think it needs to go behind those two. So let's take those off, those clips holding them down. So we will kind of line that up with the top and mark there, and I think we'll do that like so. Okay, so I'm going to do this side first. Like that. And then we've got less to manipulate this side, so okay, it's lovely. It actually reminds me of clouds, this does. I love it. I mean, I do like pinks, don't get me wrong, it's just not the colour I would, you know, if I was making some, if somebody asked me to make them something girly and pinky and, you know, like a rose journal, I definitely would be using pinks and things. Right, so I want to get this down. I just want to see. Yeah, that's fine. I want to see what the colour scheme looks like. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to actually glue the book. I know roughly where it comes to, so I won't glue right down to the bottom or right to the very top or right to this edge here. And despite me saying I wasn't going to put these big pieces down with any of this, I will, I think. Just a light wriggly line. There, an intentional wriggly line this is. So I have to just stand up because it's getting harder for me to see where. Okay, that looks okay. Right, these pockets are going to be glued down, so they'll be there, glued there and there on each one. So I'm going to ink round them, ink round the edges. It's very, very porous, this paper. This book page, and it's not an old book, but some of the more modern books now are being made with recycled paper, which is great, just it's very porous. Okay, so what I thought for these is I have a couple of images and they're all kind of in the same musical theme. So I thought we'd put those on the background of something. So I have this blue, which is also a Janeyb piece. So I thought what we'll do is we'll take this edge off. Just going to take a bit more off because I think I'm being a bit mean with the way I'm tearing it, and that's my biggest problem. And go to there, I think. We'll leave that for now, because if we bring back these, we only want to cover them around about there and about there. Yeah. So that will be one panel, and we might be able to get two out of that if we're careful enough. So I'm going to go this way. Okay. And I only want a piece that big, don't I? So that should be easy enough. Just going to line that up there first. And we should, I'm just checking on this side that it will fit both, and it would. Yeah. Okay, so I need just one more piece. The same. Sit down. Ink around these. So I'm trying to keep the chat to a minimum. Sorry about that, but I'll probably get on a bit faster if I don't say too much. Give you some peace today. Okay, right. Okay, once again I'm going to glue the... So I'm going to come down to the bottom, but leave that top edge to match the one on the opposite side. I don't really want too much of that writing to be obvious. And that one's going to go there, I think. So I've got a gap top and bottom then. Okay. So I'm just going to put a bit of art glitter there. This top bit needs doing as well. The trouble is the book page is porous, and to a certain extent so is some of this copy paper. So I'm going to ink round these. So we've got the lovely lady dancing there with a tambourine. And this one's dancing down the bottom. I think she's got something in her hands, so she might have some sort of castanet type things, I think. She's going to go there, I think, and this one will go here. Yeah, I think that will be great. So I'm just going to, hopefully you can see all right. I've moved the camera. I've moved it to see whether that will help things going forward. I think a few crafters on here on YouTube do that occasionally, kind of have a bit of a move around till you kind of find the right thing for yourself, you know. I'm always happy with the view when before I start. I always check and double check and all of that, but then when I play it back sometimes it's just completely skew with. No idea why. So like that. So now I'm going to actually use the beacon 3-in-1 to glue these down, because I want to make sure they stay down. That needs a bit of glue inside it. So hold the book up. Okay, so that's going to come up again in a minute. I'm just going to hold it for a second. I don't know whether I should have put a little thumb hole in. I may do that. Just a slither of one, I think. It doesn't even stick down very well with beacon 3-in-1. Okay, I'm just going to my clips. I'm just going to clip the top. Okay, we'll do the same with this one. So just a thin bead, and I'm kind of going away from the edge. Oh, another big groan from Paddy Dog. He did one earlier. I was doing the video earlier for Marguerite Miller's 52-week collage challenge, and he was groaning and moaning then. So I'm going to probably put something down there when we come back. So we've got two nice little pockets there. So that's those done. Right, we'll concentrate on this side first. Okay. So this is another of Janeyb. only on copy paper, which is why it's curling up. I thought this would look nice here. And on this side, I'm going to just have some, I've got some, it's a pack of traditional handmade parchment paper, A5. So I'll just stick that sticky edge down. So let's see, oh, it really smells of coffee. Whew, had it quite a long time as well. So we'll just find a sheet not too dark. Oh, look at these. Oh wow, oh gosh. Whew, no wonder it smells of coffee. These are very dark on this side. I wanted to kind of have a journaling page. So I think maybe we'll go for that side. Whew. Lovely smell. Very potent indeed. And then I've got this coffee dyed doily, which I thought, she's got a bit wrinkled in the drawer, unfortunately. I thought maybe we could just put that there as the piece at the bottom. That's just a bit of interest. Okay, so we'll just leave those to dry for a minute and we'll concentrate on this side. So we want this lovely lady here, and I'm actually going to avoid this. I think we're going to have to stick something inside there to strengthen it, but I can do that off camera. So taking into account the white edge, I think I just need somewhere like so. I might need to take a bit more off, I don't know. See if I can tear it any better this way round. So I'll rejig it again in a minute and check it. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I don't think that was very straight though. Okay, so we want it like that-ish. Yeah, that's still going to be okay, that mark. So get rid of some of this. It's starting to get all messy again. Messy, messy. That's roughly the edge. It's not exactly straight. So we will that and wrong side, isn't it? That's not exactly straight. Let's just see if we can just take the... Oh, that worked okay. Okay. Okay, right. So she's going on here like this. I have a bit of blank around her, and that's the thumb hole there. So I'm just going to ink round this. I haven't inked round all the pages yet. That's something I shall do off camera when I finish covering them all. And I will stick something along here to strengthen that off camera, just to speed up things a bit. So that's where I want her there. So, okay. Glue book. Really having to press hard to get anything to actually come off this glue stick. It's very solid and starts warming up when you've pressed hard for a few passes on it. Okay, so just going to go over that now with some art glitter. Oh, it feels very sticky once you've used the glue stick. Doesn't seem to be sticky. That out of the way. Okay, let's bring it over, and so I wanted it there, and I think we'll have it higher at the top because we can then add something at the bottom like a pocket. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. So I know that's not straight. I knew it wasn't when I was... Yeah. Okay, right. Take these clips off. And we're going to put this on here. So we kind of want it. I just want a little bit off. Oh, my tummy feels a bit hungry. It must be getting on for lunchtime. Okay, so that's going to go there. Like that. It's thicker paper, so I'm going to use art glitter anyway. It's a shame I have to cover this side up, really, isn't it? That's lovely, that pattern. Someone is very accomplished at coffee dyeing. very bubbly, the paper anyway, where it's been coffee dyed. So I thought maybe we'd have, this is very fine, this. Again, you know, it's where it's been coffee dyed, and I actually don't know. I might leave that and use that at the end. So just thinking about whether to put something down the bottom. I think no, we're going to leave that. Okay. So we've got that pocket and that. Let's have a look, see if that's coming up. Glue sticks never stand up on my desk, ever. Okay, just this edge. That's better. So we've covered, today we've covered this page, which also needs a bit more glue there, and this page, and I made two little pockets for two little tags, which I'm sure we might have already got made. As I say, I have made a few things in the past, and then we've made this one, which is going to be a side pocket, and then we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and the back page to do. Right, I may cover a couple of these off camera, because I'm conscious that all I'm doing every episode at the moment, until I'm making the journal cards, is just covering pages. So I think I'm going to cover the next 2, 4, perhaps the next 6 off camera, and then we'll go on and do those last 2 in another episode. Okay, so that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for staying with me, and it's going to be worth it in the end. You know, it is a big chunky book though, so maybe that this ends up being a prize draw giveaway. Who knows? I'm just under 200 subscribers at the moment, so I think perhaps we'll save it. Let's wait until we get to a milestone, like 500 subscribers, whenever that will be. I can always keep it here until such time, and that would be a lovely journal for somebody, really, even if I do say so myself. Very nice. Okay then, that's me done. Take care everyone. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.